You're welcome to News Insights. It's always very interesting in that in Nigeria you have opposition party that is not even in power and yet to be having fashion. What are they dragging? What are they?
Poverty.
Very interesting.
What are they dragging? If APC is doing fashion now, you say, oh, maybe national cake or position or whatever it is their problem. What is an NNPP problem? You came out a distant fourth.
You don't even the distant fourth. You don't have only one state.
Yeah, well, that's still fourth.
Yes.
A very, very distant fourth.
Yes.
In the last election,
Yes.
And you are having faction. Faction for what? You want to come out 20th or position or what?
It's just like if this studio now will have faction. I will throw this man away.
It's always talking about being physical.
No, not physical. Both spiritually and otherwise.
Let it disappear.
Well, I don't want to respond to that.
Well, Kano economy is very big
Okay.
and large. Apart from Lagos, the biggest economy you have is Kano.
Yeah.
So there's something to eat there.
Okay, maybe they are being prepared by Kano.
No, when you
Yes.
are saying there's a fashion in NPP, it's not. They are not talking about Kano per se. They are talking about the entire nation.
Yeah, but
so there's more to it.
Where do they have power? No. Let's really
I'm looking at what could be the reason or what is propelling. Are they looking towards the alliance for 2027 to position themselves towards a kind of alliance for 2027? What is causing faction?
That could be part of it, but they've also said that they are infiltration. So ordinarily they don't have faction.
Yes, let me read what Johonson said. Johonson Ladipo. Johonson emphasized that Dr Ajuji Ahmed remains the party national chairman. Okay, he said he was now referring to Major's camp. He said they are no longer members of the party. They were expelled, and their faction has been continuing contrary to court rulings. There is a subsisting injunction from the High Court of Abuja, which has removed their powers. They are now tools in the hands of opposition parties, particularly APC. So, is it APC trying to balkanize every party at sight so that they can collapse them into themselves? Or it is inherent in the members of this party not putting their ass together, not focusing on what brought them together? You know, in Nigeria, party manifesto is like...
it's like constitution.
We don't look at it, we don't use it, we don't make use of it. What is the problem?
Yeah, you see, it's easy, like you read that. What do you call his name?
Johonson Ladipo.
Johonson might not be far from the truth. This is not the only first person that I see that is saying it. Erufai once said that he knows what Obi told him, what APC is doing to Labour Party.
Yeah.
He also said he knows what Kwankwaso told him, what APC is doing to NNPP.
Yeah.
And Ganduje has said over the weekend for the defection of Senator Ned Woke of Delta North Central District to APC that they will capture Delta State come 2027. You see, the APC, they want to capture all this. How do they go to it? But they are being strategic. One of the ways they can capture this state is to demobilize all
and weaken all the
political parties. So once they
fractionalize them.
Exactly. So once they are fractionalized, they are now the only known party that can start for election. When you don't have a national chairman, a recognized national chairman by law, who will submit names for election. Do you have candidates for the election? No. So when this man is saying that, look, we are being infiltrated, you know what he's saying about? See, when you say what is the problem with the opposition party? The problem of the opposition party is because the ruling party want to turn this country to a one-party state, and that is why you see that they are infiltrating every other party to ensure they are weakened to the barest minimum, to the point that they will not have a structure that can say this is the party.
Kingsley, this is very, very remarkable. Even those that won election through the opposition party are decamping to APC. Now, the party officials are fractionalizing and factionalizing their parties. How does this help towards defeating Asiwaju in 2027? They are not prepared.
Were they ever prepared? I don't think they were ever prepared. For example, we talked about NNPP. They came a distant fourth, number one. NNPP could have grabbed Kano and Jigawa, for example, but they concentrated only in Kano because they looked at the economy of Kano. That's number two. Number three, the finances of the party if they don't have a state they govern, where does their finances come from? He that plays the piper dictates the tune. Now, let's even digress a little bit, because we are talking about other parties that are being infiltrated by APC. The APC too is not enjoying all of that serenity.
Yes, right.
Because we still have a lot of people leaving APC as well.
But not those who are elected.
It doesn't matter, but they are big wigs. You can't just.
We do not really have, except those who are angry, like Erufai's case, because of not giving appointment. Amechi because he lost election. So those are disgruntled elements.
I agree with you, but what I'm also now saying, within those parties, go and look at it. Do they also have democratic structures to which they stand? NNPP, for example, PDP, for example, Labour Party, for example. And I said it here, I think day before yesterday, that we know who formed Labour Party. Those from Oshomole. His guys are still there. Oshomole, one way or the other, still holds sway in Labour Party. So if NNPC are really serious, NNPP are really serious, they should form their structures. If you don't fit in their structure, there are a lot of people that will want political party that they will run on.
Okay, let's get at it. There have been rumors, it's not part of this. The main anchor of NNPP, or the face of NNPP today, is Kwankwaso.
Yes.
No matter how you look at it.
Exactly.
Okay.
Not even the governor.
Yeah, not even the governor. A lot of people have been touting that Kwankwaso is also neither here nor there, that he could be joining APC. You know, the rumor has been there. Sometimes he denies it. Sometimes, you know.
Okay, but let me.
After he met with Asiwaju in London, not to.
Let me say this. Sorry. During the presidential election, what were Kwankwaso's comments about Asiwaju Tinubu before the 2023 election? They were nice comments. And they were commented as in, just give me Kano. You can hold any other place so that I will have a place to leverage on.
Now, so they are looking at this Kwankwaso probably going to APC. Is he preparing, could he be preparing NNPC so that he will have a good benchmark for bargain if he ends up finding information with APC?
You see, my answer will be yes and no. You know why? You know, for you to move from your party to another party successfully, there had to be crisis. So that said, go with it.
At least by our law.
Yeah, by the version of yes. When I know, it's no, because Kwankwaso is originally APC member. You know, it was among the new PDP that joined others to form APC.
Yes.
It was when he had issue, he went back to PDP and contested to the Senate. Okay? And then he now moved to... So Kwankwaso, as we know him,
he's a mobile politician.
He's a mobile politician. So that's a better way of me to use the word political process.
Yes,
so
yes.
He will not be surprised that he needs these followers for a proper bargaining.
Yes.
So as the bargaining power. So yes, like he said, he made comments that look, well, we know what it is. Just leave Kano for me, and then you can be president. So yes, in the sense that Kwankwaso wants to go back to APC, but doesn't want to just want to walk in there and then say, yeah, you want to walk in and look, I've come a bigger person. So you must
target a position.
And I'll come with a crowd.
Yes. So you give me something that can take care of these people. You know what they always do.
Yes.
They will gather the crowd and say, these are my supporters, I control them and all of that. I need a bigger office to settle them. And just for them to get the office and then they wave them away. So yes, I agree that Kwankwaso, it might not really be, a real crisis per se. It will also be a smooth thing.
Okay, now they are fingering APC. I know you said a few persons are disgruntled APCs, but they are not those with power at this moment. I will know how it works in Nigeria. So, do you think APC on their own, APC that won the election for Asiwaju, and this drove of Labour legislators and PDP legislators, or even there is this news that some governors are likely to move from PDP to APC?
And there are some governors too that are likely to move from APC to other.
Oh, I haven't heard about that.
I've heard about that.
Okay, so now these people moving into APC,
yes,
is it not sufficient for them to win election if they perform where people can vote for them, rather than all this causing faction here trying to?
That's if they even move.
Yes.
Do you understand? There are rumors flying all over the place, and what we talk about rumors are unconfirmed truths.
But they are moving. No, people are moving into APC. NED just moved. A lot of them are moving. So
and the governor came out and said that
the legislator under Labour, the Kaduna the other day moved. A lot of them are moving. Those are not rumors. Those are they are moving.
Yes. When you said, why it is that crisis they are causing the party that is making people move to them. So you see the strategy.
It's a strategy.
It's
okay, so Kingsley, go ahead.
Yes. You see, what we see, there will always be movement. That's why when you go to NNPP or Labour or APC or PDP, there are people that have moved to all
the parties.
For example,
like this Kwankwaso we are talking about.
Exactly. Look at for example, Tony Wonye in Anambra. He used to be in PDP. Now he's in APC. He has contested governorship election under APC. They move where it's beneficial.
But let me put it this way.
Yes.
Or maybe, Philip, let me take it on you. Do you think Asiwaju will rely on these mobile politicians to work for 2027? Wouldn't that be too risky? People you know that they are known for moving.
You know, Asiwaju is a very experienced politician. He knows that the game is a game of number. He knows that you need to work with the ugly, the bad, and the good. So Asiwaju would not lay his reliance on them alone, but he will want to have them to add to his numbers he already had. So he knows the way to treat them. But he knows where to place them, but he's not going to rely on them.
Okay. So
the reliance on people that are coming from other parties is not very safe.
Yes.
We know it by political calculations until NED. What gives him the impetus that he knows that he will get the
someone that struggled even in PDP.
In PDP, did he win? Do you understand?
I said struggled.
Did he win? If not that, they wanted to cover his face.
Struggled.
Okay, so now he's going to APC in Delta, right?
And PDP has issued a statement that he's inconsequential.
Is inconsequential, and truly is inconsequential. If you go by the political calculation in Delta State, it's just the governor that wanted to just pad him, let him go. Let my people go. That's what he got. And he met a structure in APC in Delta State.
Of course.
So is he just going to dismantle the and now just come to be on the head? Also, all of them that are moving, they also know what is driving them.
Okay, so the time is against us. All of them moving know what is pursuing them. And they need to create those factions. They need to create this crisis to justify their movement.
Let me say one thing.
Yeah.
Real politicians don't move like that.
Yes.
They build their own personal structure.
That's what we give
for example, now, Obi that we know, he has not said any particular party that he's moving to. The Obi movement is stronger than every other political party. You and I know that.
So what we are putting in on this is Asiwaju is going to accept as many of them that come around.
Yes.
But Asiwaju will not allow any of these mobile politicians to form the nucleus of his re-election campaign. He's not going to do that. I think that's what's likely to get to. So on this note, we are going to be ending it that way. This is still News Insights. We'll be right back. Thank you.